Hey there and welcome back. I have a major haircut because I just got back from a drill weekend with the Air Force. But today's video, you'll see that I'm wearing the exact same shirt. About a week ago, Paul and I went to an awesome cigar shop in downtown Mountain Brook, and we talk about the market today. Take a peek, let me know what you think. Thank y'all.
Think we're good? All right, Paul. Good morning.
Great to see you, sir. Long time no see.
So, Paul, where are we today?
We're at Vitola Fine Cigars in Mountain Brook Village,
And
and we want to give a shout out to them before you say anything.
Right.
VitolaFineCigars.com. Go get your spot.
It's actually about 11 in the morning.
Yeah, so we're degenerates, but it's okay.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. What are we talking about today?
Today, we want to talk about different strategies on buying a home in today's crazy market. I actually saw this morning that house prices are coming down and that more people are buying last month than they have been in the last 6 months.
Last month was when?
December 2022. So we are seeing a turnaround
In demand.
in demand. People aren't as scared anymore of the interest rates.
Right, because they're kind of where they're going to be, and they might raise them up a little more again this year.
Right.
I think we're seeing, a couple weeks, the Fed's going to probably raise by 25 basis points.
Right.
So they're not coming down right now.
But people are accepting that fact, and they are okay with still purchasing because, like I tell a lot of people, you've got to get out of your mom's basement and you've got to buy your own house.
Yeah, it's better to buy now and get something perfect later on. Hey, you're catching on to that. That's good. You got to teach them. You got to teach them young.
I haven't smoked a cigar in a while.
It's okay. No one can tell.
Just our
Yeah.
avid cigar smokers.
You'll get good at it the more we do this.
But it's definitely an opportunity to buy and definitely an opportunity to sell. I would say I feel like it's still a seller's market. You know, I know we switched a little bit, but not really. The sellers still have quite a bit of power from what I've seen with my clients.
You're not seeing reduced prices in houses?
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's all in the buyer's favor. I've seen the sellers really control the situations. I think realtors they should be aware of that fact, and they'll price the home a little bit higher so there is that room for negotiation. You're just not getting the asking or $20,000 above asking price anymore.
Right, yeah, that's over. Why don't we talk a little bit more about that? Because I'm interested to know more from your perspective, and I'm sure our viewers would like to know, why is it not good necessarily for the buyers if prices are being reduced?
Why is it not good for them?
Or are you saying the sellers have the power
Right.
still?
Right.
But if I'm trying to buy a house and I see, okay, well, they just reduced their price by 20 grand, how is that not, me taking charge as the buyer?
Because the seller still has the home and the equity in the home. A lot of buyers I'm working with have to get loans. I'm seeing that it's still a struggle for these buyers to come up to certain prices because of the monthly payment with the interest rate. They can't really negotiate other ways other than that price. So with the seller conceding with just that little bit on the list price, there's not room for the seller paying towards a buyer's closing costs, which we did a lot of in the last year to help new buyers not have to put a lot of money down.
So the sellers aren't giving anything. They're saying, okay, we're going to reduce our price by 10 grand or whatever, but we're not helping anything else.
Well, and we're seeing that even though they reduced the price, the original price was high enough that it's still worth it. If you got the appraisal on the home it's not like they're giving you a discount. They're just giving you the actual price the home is worth.
Gotcha. So basically, last year everything was way overvalued. Now we're back to normal values.
Right.
And so when you see the price reduction, that just means that that's the market leveling out.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
But some strategies for buyers going into this market,
Yeah.
I would say you better be prepared, because I'm still seeing a battle for good homes. The market is still low on inventory. So even if you've got your things squared away, it's still not just a cakewalk walking into homes right now.
So what should buyers do to kind of?
Get ready.
Yeah.
Oh, you better be pre-approved. You better have your cash on hand for your down payment, earnest money. A lot
Be
of,
prepared mainly.
well, and if you're really looking for a deal and you can swing it, even a conventional loan with 20% down, for homes that couldn't qualify FHA or USDA, you better have some money saved up. I'm not seeing a lot of strictly financed homes anymore where something doesn't have to be done, whether it's repair on the seller side or the buyer side. I'm seeing that the buyers have got to be more vetted and qualified in this market. Whereas even though it was a seller's market, I saw more people get into homes quicker with less roadblocks or challenges.
Yeah, well, that makes sense too. And we're also going to see a huge stream of young couples and guys like us trying to buy for the first time this year.
Right.
Since the baby boomers, we got I think the largest group of 28 to 35-year-olds that we've had in this country
Right.
that haven't bought a house.
Right.
So, what would you say to them from your perspective? It's like, okay, we want to buy a house, great, but like, what do I need to do next? What do I need to do to help myself find that home?
Be active in the market. So
What does that look like?
what I've learned from my mentors in my personal life of investing in real estate, there's no way to time the market. Timing the market does not mean sitting on the sidelines and jumping in at the right time. Timing the market means you're actively in the market, so you know what a good deal looks like. You know when a good deal comes along, and then you jump in because you know and you've been active in it. So I would say you better be looking at homes. You better
Like
look
Zillow?
Realtor.com, Trulia. You can even go on my website, jordanmiles.exprealty.com. You can do save searches. You need to be looking at homes in a certain area that you want to be in, so you know what a good deal even looks like.
Right.
If you can't identify one, then you're jumping in solely based on your realtor. Thank God for your realtor. But you should also be as informed as your realtor is.
Right, so what you're saying is you be active, not just rely on your realtor to bring you deals.
Right.
Because they also have other clients, and they also have other things they got to do.
Right. A life, a family.
Yeah, so you look at houses because this is your house.
Right. You know, I personally believe in taking total ownership of all your finances, all of your decisions. So, you know, if it was me, I would probably be putting in more work than my realtor. But
Gotcha.
if I'm your realtor, there's no way you're going to do that.
Nice plug. That was quick. All right, so let's say you got a organized and planned buyer.
Right.
They got pre-approved, they got their finances in order, and they want to buy a $300,000 to $400,000 house.
Right.
And they talk to you, they talk to their realtor, and they're like, okay, we need to find a good house.
Right.
What is that house looking like? Does it need work? Is it going to be completely updated? Because, you know, all the guys like us, they want everything ready to go.
Right. Right.
You know, they don't want to have to put in work. They don't want to have to drive too far.
Right.
But realistically, where are those opportunities? And what does it look like?
In that price range, in our area here in Birmingham, you should be able to find a home that you will not need to do repairs on. That doesn't mean that it isn't exactly what you want. What I mean by that is you might need to paint it. You might need to do something to get it to what you want, but that doesn't mean that you're walking into a bad home that requires repairs. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you're saying more cosmetic,
Right.
but still be prepared to do cosmetic, because some sellers right now just don't think they have to, and they really don't.
Well, what you'll find out when you become a homeowner, you tend to do things based on your preferences, right?
Right.
So this is kind of a recommendation for the sellers. If you're trying to sell your home for top dollar, you do not need to think about what you like. You need to think about what everyone likes. Neutral colors, things like that. So when you're going into a home, paint it whatever you want. But just remember, when it comes time to sell it, just because you love bright pink doesn't mean that everyone loves bright pink.
Who does like bright pink?
A lot of people, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I hear you do.
Not me. He's a jokester. Thinks he's funny.
No, but
That's a jokester.
what I'm getting at is if you see a bright pink home, but you hate the color, but that house has no issues. There's no mold. You don't have to do any repairs. All you have to do is paint it. Don't discount it. Paint is a lot cheaper than going into a house that has all those beautiful fixtures you like, but has foundation issues.
Right.
Paint is a lot easier to do yourself. You know.
You probably, unless it was just freshly painted and like almost like brand new renovated,
Right.
you probably want to come in and do some of your own stuff anyway,
Right.
right? I mean, let's say it hasn't been painted in 10 years
Or more.
or more. Wouldn't you, even if it's the same color, wouldn't you want to just come in there and have like a fresh start?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool.
So, you know, as I would move forward, looking to buy a home, get your ducks in a row. Don't be afraid of different houses on the market. Be willing to adjust your game plan in your head. You know, be flexible with it. Look in different price ranges. But I would get a list of what you need and what you want. You know, for me right now, I need a 3-bedroom home because I have a wife, I have a son, and a son on the way.
That's right.
I can't go into 2-bedroom home.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I can't go into a 2-bedroom home if I want to stay married. You know, she might strangle me.
Yeah. She might leave you. No, she probably wouldn't leave
Nah,
you.
thick
No,
and thin.
she's sweet.
Thick and thin. But you want to have that list. Like yesterday, I was showing houses in 5 different cities, and young couple, they want more of a suburb home, but they were willing to look out in the country because the price range and the size of the home fit better than what we were finding in these new builds or these subdivision homes. So I'd say be flexible in that, but get your needs and your wants and make sure you know what's the difference.
Right, so what I'm hearing you saying is you're not going to find the perfect house for the perfect price in the perfect neighborhood,
Probably not.
especially for a first timer.
I've heard people looking for unicorns and never found one of those either.
Right. I don't know what I would do if I found one of those. Hold on to it, I guess. Never sell it.
Right, exactly.
Sounds good. I think we've hit some good strategies for first timers.
Right. And, you know, if there's any questions you want to ask us, we're always available.
That's right. You can get me at 205-401-9076 for any of your lending questions. And for real estate,
You can either comment below or 205-717-6117.
yeah. And we're not going to ask you for things on this podcast, but we would like you to share it, comment, give us any advice so we can help you, our clients, and people in the Birmingham area, or figure out real estate.
Right?
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all.